Hey kids, welcome back. Today we're going to take a deeper look into dividing with decimal numbers, particularly dividing all the way to the hundredth place. So look at how I'm doing this. So I have the problem 12 divided by 0 and 48 hundredths. Do you have an idea what that answer might be? Well, look at how I come to that solution. So in this presentation, I'm going to be showing you step by step how you can solve story problems like the one you will be seeing done here. Remember, you can watch and re-watch the presentation as often as you need. Remember, you're going to need to be able to show others visually how to divide a whole number by a decimal number. Again, today you're going to be learning how to use visual models. So remember to go ahead and print off the hundredth grid paper that's been provided for you. You're going to be dividing whole numbers by a decimal number to the hundredth place. Again, in fifth grade, the furthest you'll need to go is to divide a decimal number that is in the hundredth place. So tenth and hundredth. Next year, you'll take it even further. Step number 1. What does the story problem say? So Maya has 12 jumbo cookies that she wants to share with her friends. In order for everyone to get an equal share of the cookies, Maya divides the jumbo cookies into smaller cookies. How many people will get some of Maya's cookies if she divides each by 0 and 48 hundredths? So here's Maya's cookie. I can see that she's got 12 of these cookies. Now it says that she's going to divide each cookie by 0 and 48 hundredths, which I know is pretty close to half, or 0 and 5/10. So if there are 12 jumbo cookies and I were to cut them in half, well, then I could see that I would have about 24 smaller cookies. Now, remember, because 0 and 48 hundredths is not exactly half, 24 is not exactly the solution to this problem. So step number 2, my visual model. Because I'm doing 48 hundredths, I think a hundredth grid would be the tool I'd want to use. It is the best visual model I can think of using because it shows one whole with 100 parts. So again, I'm going to be using this hundredth grid, and you'll notice that I've just shaded in 10 hundredths, or 1/10. There we have 20 hundredths, 30 hundredths, 40 hundredths, 48 hundredths, or I've shaded in 48 of the 100 squares. So let's take this to the next step. Let's represent the cookies using the hundredth grids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So I know I'm going to be coloring in each of these with 48 hundredths. So let me begin to do that work. So here is the first hole with 48 hundredths shaded in. I've shaded in another 48 hundredths. Now I know that 48 plus 48 is 96, so I have 4 left over. So I need to fill in those 4 and continue on in the next one, filling in 44, because 4 plus 44 is 48. I shaded another 48 hundredths, 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 another 48 hundredths. As you can see, this is going to take me some time, but I will give you a little inside scoop. The first time I was doing it, I accidentally messed up and I ended up with the wrong answer because I didn't completely have 12 cookies. So please make sure you take your time. Let me continue. There's another 48 hundredth, 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 another 48 hundredth. There's another 48 hundredth, another 48 hundredth, another 48 hundredth, another 48 hundredth. And you can see if I shade in the last part here, then it'll be 48 hundredth, and I will have all 12 cookies accounted for. So how many equal parts of 48 hundredths are there in all? Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, I've carried one down, so now I have 13 because it's part and part. So that's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So, I can see that Maya will have 25 smaller cookies that are each 0 and 48 hundredths the size of a jumbo cookie. I can see both equations, 12 divided by 48 hundredths equals 25, and 0 and 48 hundredths times 25 equaling 12. I can see if both of those equations can be used. If both can be, and both are true, then it's highly likely that I am correct. So, again, I see that there are 12 jumbo cookies. I will divide each cookie by 0 and 48 hundredths, which is pretty close to half. I thought the solution would be close to 24. 25 is very close to 24, just like 0 and 48 hundredths is very close to 5/10. So 25 smaller cookies from the 12 jumbo cookies make sense. Now, again, kids, remember, it's going to take some time, and the important thing is that I'm going to be using some thinking, and I'm also going to be using some visual model. And so this is going to take some time. Today you've got some other little practice problems, and I've included the pictures to help you to check your answer. But please make sure that you take the time to make the visual models, because then there'll be some other problems where you won't have the visual model, but you will need to be able to make your own. So please take your time. If you have any questions, reach out to your teachers, and have a great day. Bye-bye.